Hello fellow deceivers and overachievers, I'm Val the Blackthorn Mawile, bringing you another one of my training battles. Now, let's just say on this little thing, I have been on a bit of a losing streak. Just don't tell my ride or else he won't take me to the regionals. But it's just because I'm tired and I've been making a lot of bad calls. It's actually like 3 o'clock in the morning right now and I just got home from work, so... Anyways, guys, so we're just going to go ahead and look at the battle right here. Now, on my side, I have the normal team, but on his side, he has Kangaskhan, which is obviously his Mega Kangaskhan right there. And then he's got his Amoonguss right there. Now, I already knew that's probably what he was going to start with. So I decided to start with my Greninja, being that I see the Charizard and the Talonflame on the other team, as well as that Mamoswine, the Gyarados. My Greninja here, he counters all of them. So I'm thinking send out Greninja first, because, you know, he's going to be the one. Even though I realize that it probably wasn't my better idea at the time. But he's also a good counter to Kangaskhan too, because he can become a ghost type. And with priority, and he's faster than Kangaskhan, meaning he can't be hurt by Kangaskhan. Of course, he can't hurt Kangaskhan either, but that's what Gengar is for. So I put Gengar and Goodra in the back of this battle. So we're just going to go ahead and get on into this. Alright, so it begins with Kangaskhan right here. And then, of course, there is his Amoonguss, Hit Me. I send out Greninja and Meowstic first. I was gonna do a safe block strategy here, but I don't know. I just ended up not doing it. I ended up faking out the Kangaskhan. When I really think about it, that was actually a very bad idea. I should have gone with my original safe swag thought, because I ended up just getting put to sleep anyway, and I wouldn't have taken any damage or any status from it that turn. So I returned my Greninja and sent out my Gengar, expecting a power-up punch onto that slot, which I was right. Here is the power-up punch right here. Of course, since it doesn't affect Gengar, that's even better. My Meowstic ends up waking up and uses Safeguard this turn. It tries to Sucker Punch expecting attack, but I already knew that was coming, and I actually Hypnosis onto the Kangaskhan slot, knowing Kangaskhan cannot do any damage to me unless, well, I attack. So I switch out my Meowstic there for my Greninja, putting his Kangaskhan to sleep. Now he can't Rage Powder, he can't Sucker Punch me, so I'm happy with this whole thing. Now right here, what I should be doing is I should be Focus Blasting the Kangaskhan, and I probably should have used Rock Slide rather than Shadow Sneak like I did. But, of course, I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, well, at least with the Shadow Sneak. The Rage Powder comes off here, and I ended up using Water Shuriken. I don't know why. I know Rage Powder doesn't work against Rock Slide, so I probably could have taken out his Kangaskhan right here. But the Kangaskhan wakes up and ends up getting a power-up punch onto my Greninja, hurting it semi-bad, but not too bad. Now, I already know that I'm going to be expecting some type of an attack from that Kangaskhan, and that guy's going to have the Rage Powder, so I Shadow Sneak him. And of course, I'm using Hypnosis at this point again, and I get a Hypnosis off. It works. He ends up trying to use Return. It doesn't do any damage to me. The Safeguard is gone now. It has now faded into dust. Now, right here, his Amoonguss is still asleep, but I target the Amoonguss rather than double targeting them, which partially had to do with the fact that I knew he was probably going to use Sucker Punch. And then I try and Hypnosis the Kangaskhan. Now, what I do here is I Water Shuriken, because I'll still get priority and he can't Sucker Punch me, which is probably what he thinks is going to happen. I should have actually just attacked right here with Gengar. Honestly, I've messed around a little too much. I wasn't thinking straight, like I was saying. He sends out his Talonflame, but instantly returns it. And this is where I finally use my Rock Slide. I do super effective, but also not too effective damage against his Gyarados, and I take out his Amoonguss. And I tried to Hypnosis his Gengar, well, actually his Talonflame, hoping that he would attack my guy here. Well, actually, I didn't know who he'd attack, so I was hoping he'd attack one of them. He ends up Brave Birding my Gengar, seeing it as the bigger threat on the field right now, which I should have seen it coming. And he ends up also Waterfalling my guy here. I actually just switched out my Meowstic. Meowstic here is going to fake out onto that guy next turn, because I can see a clear victory here. I know that if I can get that guy with a Thunderbolt, I can win this. But of course the Freeze Hacks does come into play, and I am frozen. And it sucks. And I'm thinking, oh great, this has lost me the battle. So there goes my Meowstic right there on that turn. My Greninja comes in next turn. My Goodra here is almost down all the way. This right here is it. There is really nothing else I can do. So I'm thinking, okay, as long as he can't just target one of my guys, it should be good. I Water Shuriken, knowing that I'd be the faster Pokemon against his Talonflame. Ready to try and take out his Gyarados next turn. But of course, he has Earthquake with a probably should have known Gyarados carries, but I didn't really know. But that's the battle. It was a very close one in the end. There were a lot of things that I could have done to make the battle mine that I wasn't thinking straight, because it is, well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I literally just did this battle not long before this recording. Anyways, guys, go ahead and leave a like if you liked, leave a dislike if you didn't like. If you really liked it, go ahead and subscribe. And, you know, because there's always more to come. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think I should have done. What I should have done. You know, just your thoughts, opinions on all this. Oh, yeah, and before I do go, I just want to point out, before this little session tonight, I actually was at 11:38. And now I'm at 10:20. So I've dropped down 100 since I started, because I've just been on a bit of a loser. Anyways, take care, my fellow deceivers, and all you overachievers, and I'll see you next time.